Tonight I'm driving my car through the evening, and I've got a story for you. Join me, buckle up, and let's start. Take a seat, fasten your seatbelts, buckle up, and interesting stories come out. Do you love your wife, Doug? I rolled my eyes. Did this short, balding, lazy-tongued jerk really think that appealing to my affection for my wife would convince me to buy his insurance? After taking a long sip of bourbon, at least the jerk had the decency to order from the Jep. Top shelf, I remembered my promise to my friend Tony. He harassed me, saying that I really need to talk to this guy. Tony wasn't the type to fall for such tricks, and neither was I. He insisted that it was important. So I was here. I heard that the bistro in this hotel was good. The free lunch was exactly what I expected. The conversation was cordial, sports, the market, a few delicate steps around politics. When the waiter took the plates away, Dennis hit me with his serve. Okay, I've decided that I'm going with you for Tony's sake. Of course I love my wife. No? Doug, do you love Susie? My attention suddenly sharpened. How do you know my wife's name? I didn't remember this tidbit coming up in our conversation. He put the hotel key card on the table, still in the package. There was no emotion on his face. This is the key to the room where I'm going to use your wife tonight. What kind of shit are you trying to pull off? I demanded. My face was burning. Look, I appreciate the lunch, Dennis, but I think you've overstepped. He grinned at me. I bet she was hot as a firework when she took you to bed the day before yesterday. My body jerked and stopped. I bet you thought she'd make up for the fight you had on Monday. You know, the one when you said you needed to stay late at work. I don't think you knew she smelled perfume when you got home. Moreover, she was outraged by your words that she is just bitchy at this time of the month. My heart sank. That bastard was spending time with Susie. A lot of time. She told him all about us. How could she fall in love with such a short, balding old fart? She warned you why she would be busy tonight, didn't she? Business dinner. Residential areas. With 2 new clients. That's what she said. That's why she made arrangements with the babysitter when she found out that I was working late. Shit. Maybe I could stop it right now. I was bigger and younger than him. I could lure him into the garage and beat the shit out of him. While assessing him, I noticed his stocky build. Muscles bulged out of the sleeves of his Hawaiian shirt. No, it won't work. Can I interrupt Susie? Beg her not to date him? Will she stop if I threaten to divorce? She'll get the kids in half of everything I had. After we break up, she can have him in our bed anytime she wants. That jerk was going to use my Susie, and there wasn't a damn thing I could do about it. Please, Dennis, I begged. The only option I had left. Please don't. The waiter brought the bill. Dennis put his credit card on the tray. She was easy, he said. She just wanted some attention. How long has it been since you missed her? What do you mean? We talk all the time. Dennis shook his head, grinning at me. But you were pining? Or do you just nod and think about what awaits you at work? He couldn't have known about it. Isn't it? How long has it been since you sent her flowers, Doug? You know she likes pink noses. How has it been since you invited your wife to lunch instead of your secretary? If you looked in on her at least once, you might have seen the pink napkins I bought for her desk last week. Oh, damn it. How long has this bastard been working on it? When was the last time you made her feel like a woman and not just a mother and a housekeeper? When was the last time you told her how much you needed her? Guilt tore at my heart. It was my fault. Now I was terrified that it was too late. He leaned forward. His eyes narrowed. Once I get to your sweet Susie, she'll never be yours again. What do you want? Anything. I'll give you anything. Just please don't do this." He paused, looking at me across the table. Raised the glass to his lips to take a long, slow sip. "I want 3 things," he said, holding up 3 fingers. I swallowed. It didn't matter. Whatever it took to keep him away from Susie, I decided I would do it. "First of all, you're going to stop making love to Katie." "We don't. Stop it," he said loudly, making the people around us look around. He shook a short, thick finger at me. "You know what I mean, Doug? Enough. Your secretary is out of the game." Okay. It's done. You're going to be in the morning. I'm 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 going to be in the morning. Flowers, of course. No. 1 flower. I need to listen to her. Just like he said, I really ignored her. Didn't I? The job was terrible. But I did even worse. 5 fucking minutes. I didn't notice Dennis getting up. He looked down at me intently. "Well done. Doug, you're going to need this." He turned and walked away. He was already out the door before I remembered. What was the 3rd one? That's when I saw the key card he had left on the table. The room number was listed on the package. I smiled. She's so pretty. Sitting there alone. An elegant champagne-colored dress highlights the highlights in her brown hair. She looks at her watch anxiously. It's 7:29 now. I almost hope he changes his mind. Few things are more satisfying than taking a woman like her away from one of those stupid, self-centered jerks who abandon their abandoned wife. Wait, here he comes. He looks gorgeous in this suit. There's only 1 rose. A nice touch. Does he have everything he needs to do this? Or is this a farewell? After so many times I've done this, I'm never really sure how it's going to turn out. She sees him. Worried eyes quickly scan the room. Well, where am I? It's painful to look at her horror. Even from my hiding place at the bar, I can see tears glistening in her eyes. She was caught. She thinks the marriage is over. We'll see. Maybe that's how it is. She bends down to kiss her. She looks confused when he gives her a flower, then sits down and takes her hand across the dining table. He's talking to her. Her hand flies to her mouth. I think he just apologized. Well done, boy. She reaches for both of his hands, clinging to them with all her might. She nods in response to his question. 1 word appears on her smiling lips. Yes, there are tears on her face. And hope. And love. The waiter appears. Their conversation is short, just a few seconds. The waiter stuffs the order book into his apron and leaves, shrugging his shoulders. The 2 of them get up from the table and hug each other. Their kiss is long and loving. Hand in hand, they exit and turn towards the elevators. Well then, it looks like they'll have something to do in the room tonight. And I have a date. With Rosie and her sisters. I can't say I'm too disappointed. This is a win-win option. I raise my glass to their long marriage. I'll wait a few weeks before contacting Doug to find out how things turned out. The next time I go back to my joke to ask him if he loves his wife, his answer will be very different. He will be grateful. He will be happy to sign the insurance. I bet he chooses his behavior for life. As usual, he will get a discount if he agrees to give me a personal referral. Just like his friend Tony did. I have a good feeling that his secretary's husband is not so understanding. Be careful on the road. See you soon.